Welcome to Nicole Sauce's Thought of the Walk. Today we're out. Thought you'd enjoy seeing the running dog. Cece, come here. You know, I always have to yell to my dogs when I'm on these thoughts of the walk. But today I'm thinking about selfishness, and I really get a lot of selfish pleasure from making these two animals super happy. And the easiest way to make them happy is put them on a walk. Cece, come! Come on. They keep running off today. The other thing that brings me pleasure is finding a wild rose in the woods. Look at that. We got this white viney rose. Last year, I took a cutting off that rose and I put it in my wicking bed in the aquaponics system, and it turned into a rose, and I labeled nothing. That same day, I took a red rose from my neighbor, and I took a pink wild rose from around here, also vining, and put them in. And then I transplanted all three when they had rooted, and had no idea what was where because, of course, why label things? Well, this year the white one bloomed, the pink one did not, the red one did not. So now I know which one is the white one, and that makes me super happy because I put it in a place where I can train it up to Taj Mahal. So we'll have a wild white rose trellis, and this is how you can create value from a walk in the morning, right? I would have had to buy the vining rose if I wanted to get the vining rose at the store for like 5, 10, 15 bucks. Instead, I'm on a walk, I see a flower I like, and I see a car. We've had a morning of interruptions. Anyway, you think about how much you spend on plants at the store, and you can just get free plants from your walk, free plants from your friends. Sure, buy the plant you want. Last week I went to Home Depot, I bought a hydrangea. It's my second attempt to keep a hydrangea alive. I killed a hydrangea last year by not watering enough. This year I put it in a different place, a little shadier, a little closer to the house and easier to keep up on. We'll see how that goes. For many of you who listen to me, you know I've killed like over 20 rosemary bushes. I have 3 rosemaries in the ground now. I'm hoping one of them will overwinter. We'll just see. But plants are really easy to propagate in many cases. And once you get one, you can have many. That's why I very often will buy a blueberry or a blackberry if there's a certain variety I want, because I know within 3-5 years I'll have 20 of those things just by taking cuttings and rooting them. Strawberries are the same way. Get a couple strawberry plants, and every time it puts out a runner, you just weed, you let that root, you'll be in a good place. The other thing that's nice about taking this time, this selfish time in the morning, is I get to watch the seasons. I get to watch the pawpaw tree and see how many pawpaws we're going to have this year. And then when time gets closer in September that they're ripe, I shake the tree and pawpaws come down. It's a world of abundance, and I think sometimes we forget about that and we treat it like it's a world of scarcity. But if you look around you, there is so much abundance. Nature wants to live, and if you can tap into that, you can kind of train it in some ways that are beneficial to your environment, that create peace for you. Is that selfish? Perhaps. I mean, I'm not going to wax all Ayn Rand on you this morning, but is that bad? I don't think so. I think the more we put our selfish efforts into propagating things and bringing them into our lives and creating beauty and expanding how much food production we get from the forest around us, the better off we are, the more stable we are. It's a good place to be. Hope you enjoyed this thought. Tune back in on Thursday for the next thought of the walk. And if you're interested, I've got a live stream tomorrow at 12:30 Central with Toolman Tim and John Willis. We're going to talk about, well, whatever you bring up in the comments, but we're also going to talk about upselling when you already have existing customers, because that's something people forget they can do. Why would you do that? I don't know. We'll talk about that tomorrow with Toolman Tim, 12:30, right here. Make it a great week.